Great job. Hey, Pat, tell us what EB means to you.
I mean, EB means the world to me, man. The way he holds me accountable, the way he makes me be great every single day, man.
Pat Mahomes and the rest of the offensive players, they did a great job. Eric Bieniemy was tremendous down the stretch there.
If you told me there was an offensive coordinator that went to 5 conference championships in a row and won 2 out of 3 Super Bowls, been to 3 Super Bowls in 5 years, and he's not a head coach, if you would have told me that 4 years ago, I'd have been like, dang. But this is where we are with Eric Bieniemy. You know, Washington's desperate, and with the Ravens just filling their job, it would seem like Eric Bieniemy would want to come somewhere where he got full control of the offense, and he'll have that here in Washington. But, you know, Ron being on a lame duck year, ownership could be changing hands. We still don't know when that's going to happen. It's a lot of uncertainties, you know, coming to Washington. But then you would think that's, if you're Washington, you want Eric Bieniemy. But my question is, if Washington is the top contender, something's not right. You know, I'm not saying this guy's not a good coach. I'm not saying, because as you heard in the beginning of the video, he got praised. But sometimes all that over advertising, I'm just wondering about that. You know, like, why? It was just kind of like weird that every comment they were throwing Eric Bieniemy in. So it was kind of like a Disney moment. Are y'all trying to push this thing to us, or trying to push this thing on somebody else, or y'all trying to get him out the locker room? I don't know. But where we are right now, we're begging. We can't be choosy. And where we are right now with no offensive coordinator, we just got to take what we can get. And if he's the best out there, hopefully he accepts the job. Because it's not about, I don't think it's about us hiring him. It's about, is he going to take the job? Does he want to get in the mix of this chaos? Or does he want to challenge himself that I could take this young quarterback, Sam Howell, who's in his second year like Patrick was when me and Andy got him, and I could take all of that knowledge that I acquired in Kansas City on this run, because it's been excellent. This Kansas City offense has been excellent year after year after year, even when Alex Smith was there. It's been a good offense. We haven't had that in a while, since probably earlier Jay Gruden. I can't remember the last time we had an offense that scared anyone, to be honest. So if he could come here and bring a semblance of that here, would be a good thing. Now, you got a few people that's talking out here in the media, content creators, and a lot of things, a lot of people. This guy coaches hard. He's passionate. Sometimes he rubs players the wrong way. I mean, you already seen him and Patrick Mahomes going at it on the sideline, and Eric's going to push you. And, you know, I wouldn't worry about that with Terry, Jahan, or none of those guys. But there's some guys this is a different culture, man. Coaches don't coach like they used to. You know, coaches, these young guys, this generation right here is not going for that. You know, so it'll be interesting. I'll say that. Like Ron says, is it interesting or is it important? I think actually in this case, it's both. It's interesting and it's important that we get an offensive coordinator. We don't have one. And with Ron's job on the line, he has to take what he can get. He has to really show the new owners that this is what I'm building down here. We got some pretty good players down here. Now it's time to use the weapons. And I think Eric Bieniemy does know how to use weapons. You seen that in the Super Bowl. Whether you want to say Andy was calling the plays or he was game planning, I mean, it was a time when Sean McVay was down here in Washington. He wasn't calling plays, but he was putting those game plans together. So you never know, man. I mean, soon as Sean McVay got to the Rams, they started cooking. Maybe we can start cooking. Maybe Sam Howell will accept the hard coaching. Maybe Jahan Dotson will accept the hard coaching. Terry, we already know. I mean, Terry's been coached by Urban Meyer. Now, the Alabama boys, most of them are on defense, so they won't feel the wrath of Eric Bieniemy, but they know what hard coaching's about. And when you got leaders like Jonathan Allen and Terry McLaurin on the team, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I really don't think it's going to be a problem. So, with Baltimore hiring their offensive coordinator, the jobs are dwindling down. So that could be a good thing for us. Eric Bieniemy could be our next offensive coordinator. But then after that, we got to win games.